What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Upcoming Mods. Last episode we did things a little bit differently. I just showed you one mod and I gave you some details on it, while the mod author also gave you some details on it. A lot of you guys really seem to like having the mod author giving some input and just really explaining certain things, so it's something I'm definitely going to try and do more of in the future. I think it's really cool to get that perspective, as many of you did point out, but they do take time, so don't expect them every single episode. Maybe every 3 or 4 episodes I'll try and have a mod author on, but again, you have to get scheduling right, and there's a ton of other factors going into something like that. I can't just sit in the corner of my room at midnight and do videos. With that being said, if you guys like Fallout Cascadia, I might have something soon for that. Otherwise, now back to the normal format. We are going to have 5 mods that I do show you, and I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just jump right into it. So up first, we do have another update to the hunting shotgun. This is currently a work in progress mod by Deadpool 2099 as well as Bungo. Last time we did see some of the first textures that it's going to have. Now we do have a look at some of the alternative textures, these being some of the polymer variants. As you can see, this thing is looking mighty cool. This is probably going to be the first pump shotgun on Xbox One, as Deadpool does bring all of his mods to Xbox One at some point, which is definitely something in its own right to get excited for. On top of that, it just looks very cool. It looks like an interesting and fun gun to use in Fallout 4. This mod author is well known for making good quality weapon mods, and I'm definitely excited for that. Some of the other pump shotguns we do have are pretty good in one sense, but then maybe have a few faults in other senses, like not having a ton of weapon mod customizations or having some kind of wonky sounds that don't sound too great. I'm really hoping that this pump shotgun is the full package. It really is just a quality shotgun mod, no compromises, but I suppose only time will tell. Next up, we do have another update to a mod called Unique NPCs. I've covered this one in the past, and it's actually probably the one I'm most excited for right now for Fallout 4. Not as flashy as maybe a weapon or armor mod, but I think this one's going to have a huge impact on the game. What it's aiming to do is just make it so different NPCs will have different features. As you can see from these images, some of these NPCs are different sizes, different colors, they have different tattoos, different faces, different hairstyles. All that will be changed among NPCs after installing this mod. Obviously, there's some variations right now in vanilla Fallout 4, but this one's going to make it so the variations are much more substantial. It'll truly feel like you're encountering different people every time you go out into battle or just maybe talk to some of the Brotherhood. He does say in this update post that he is working on a number of things. Right now there are 120 different skin textures as well as 240 different face combos, and that even taking a step beyond all that, he does plan on modifying some of the level lists, so there's just going to be more diversity that way as well. So then we do have another new update to the Triplebarrel Shotgun. This is going to be one of the more final updates for this mod. It looks like it is reaching completion. It seems like the animations are pretty much complete at this point. I have talked about this in the past. If you haven't seen those videos, basically this aims to add in, similar to a double barrel shotgun, just a triple barrel shotgun, basically adding in a third barrel on the top and still making it a split action. The weapon is a work in progress by Doom and War Daddy, and I gotta say, it is coming along quite nicely, definitely looking very promising, and although not the most unique weapon in the world, I still think it's going to be a really great addition to our games. I just realized, what the fuck, is everything updates this week? Actually, no, the last mod is something totally new. Regardless, we have another update, this time to the PIP-Pad. It looks like Alex Scorpion is going to be adding in yet another new retexture for his very popular PIP-Pad mod, this time being a Hello Kitty themed texture. From the images, you can tell it has a pretty cool kind of pink coloring to it, kind of a little bit comical. I'm sure maybe some of you will like this in a serious manner, but I think a lot of us will enjoy using this kind of to be funny. Regardless, it looks quite cool, and the right part of that, doesn't that just remind you of like an OtterBox? Like, it just reminds me of a high school or college age girl with something that's pink, or I guess an iPhone with an OtterBox on it. Regardless, it's looking very promising. I really like that he's adding in these new textures after the fact. The mod itself is awesome, as I've talked about time and time again. I think this is just a great way to extend the life of it and really make it appeal to even a wider audience than it already has. Well, okay, the mod I was originally going to include last actually just got removed from the Nexus. It was looking pretty cool too. Regardless, the replacement mod I'm going to put in its spot is going to be the CZ53 Personal Minigun. This is a mod I did show you in the past, so unfortunately it is actually an update. It is a work in progress by Skibida. More or less what he's working on is a mod that aims to add in all the different variants of miniguns that have appeared in each individual Fallout game. So although many times they are simply called the minigun, the actual model number corresponding to those and the aesthetics of different miniguns have been different. I believe he's aiming to add the one from Fallout 2, 3, and New Vegas into Fallout 4 as a grand mod. This is a mod author that has truly taken advantage of the Fallout 4 kind of modular weapon system, where you can really break down and just change different things about different weapons. I'm excited to see what he does with this particular one. He has been working on some heavy weapons. He's one of the few mod authors bringing us heavy weapons today, and I think that's a great thing. Miniguns are awesome, they're unique, and they become a staple of the Fallout universe. Having all the different kinds we have seen previously in one game, I think is going to be very cool, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this this episode of Upcoming Mods. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm actually on vacation, I guess. My university has a break this week, so I'm not actually at my room. Normally, I'll bring my whole desktop tower home with me, as well as one of my monitors, and that's honestly just such a hassle. So what I'm doing is pre-recording for this weekend to try and just step away. I've been making videos for a couple months now. I think it's been like 8 months non-stop, almost every single day. I've been posting a video. So like 4 or 5 days of just, I'm going to try and stay off of YouTube, just relax for a few days, clear my head. I'm only saying this because all the content you are seeing from this point forward is going to be pre-recorded up until Wednesday. That's when I'll be recording in real time again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thank you for watching again, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.